Hey, what's going on, man? We just gonna vibe a little bit, man. Just talk some boxing, man. We're gonna talk some boxing, man. Make sure when you come in, hit the like button. Like button. Make sure you subscribe, hit the bell icon so you get a notification every time I go live. Y'all know I'm still getting used to this whole YouTube stuff. I'm still learning. Like I say, gotta start dropping more content. But man, tonight I'm just gonna do a live stream and we just gonna talk, man. And y'all can just see where my mind and my heart at, man. Y'all can see where my mind and my heart at. Y'all can ask me anything and I'm gonna answer it. But I do want to start off with the Loma-Chico fight. I think Loma-Chico did a great job against Richard Comey. I think that I seen people talking about, well, T.O. knocked him out in 2 rounds and all that, but in my opinion, that doesn't mean that Teofimo, you know, even that don't mean Teofimo beat Loma-Chico around the second go round, but I don't even think they're gonna fight because, in my opinion, Teofimo don't need to come back down to 35. In my opinion, he need to go to 40 and just work. But I think Loma-Chico had a great fight last night. Loma-Chico can't beat Haney or Shakur. We can speculate and give our opinion on it, but until those fights actually transpire, until those fights actually happen, in my opinion, I think it's not. You know, we can say that, but we don't know that. We don't know that. What we think about Boots being EJ mandatory? I don't think anything about it. I think Boots is a phenomenal boxer. I think he's a phenomenal fighter, and we have not even seen the best of Boots yet. I don't think that. I know Earl's not concerned because Earl's a fighter, and if they were to make the fight, I'm not concerned because you know I know Earl is a veteran, and I know what he could do. So I'm Boots potentially, coming in and upsetting Earl is not even a thought in my mind and my heart, in my opinion. So in my personal big 78, the general in the building. In my opinion, in my opinion, I think that Al Heyman is going to be smart about it because Boots is in that next wave of fighters, right? Boots Ennis is in that next wave of fighters. So if I'm Al Heyman, if I'm a businessman, I'm not even gonna make that fight between Earl. I wouldn't even want that fight between Earl and Ennis to go down because Ennis needs to build up and become a pay-per-view attraction. And so Earl is a pay-per-view fighter now. And why would I put Boots against Earl when he's going to be my next top gun? So if I put Boots against Earl and Earl win, then that sets my next top gun back a little bit, and he had to work his way back up. So I wouldn't even make that fight if I'm a businessman because, like I said, he's been getting step up fights, and to have step up fights and go straight to a unified champion, I don't think that's a good idea because Earl win then what does that put Boots at? And he's going to be your next top dog, in my opinion. So we got to be smart, especially as businessmen. So I don't think nothing. That's what I think about it. I don't think I honestly think that with the condition that boxing is in when it pertains to Bud and Earl, I got to mention them. When it comes to Bud and Earl, I think the fight got to happen next. I heard my big bro, 78, say that earlier. I was watching the video, so he said it. So right now, that's where we have to see Boots and Earl next. I mean, not Boots and Earl, Bud and Earl next. What you think about Bud tweeting the IBF and mandatory? I think it's cap. Well, you got to think about it. Okay, the mandatory split, PERS split is 65-35. Earl been saying, hey, let's do business, Kyle Al. We can do 60-40. So just making the fight, you're going to get paid more taking the 40% versus getting the mandatory split. It makes no sense. It absolutely makes no sense. So I don't think nothing about it. People saying Showtime won't release 10 pay-per-view numbers. How can we believe Earl pay-per-view numbers ain't inflated? Okay, I'm not even gonna entertain that. We know that's a bunch of BS, but okay, whatever. However you feel, my brother. However you feel. If Boots get knocked off now, ain't nothing to look forward to. Now, facts. Facts, 78. So what Tank and them got going on has nothing to do with Earl pay-per-view numbers. Why ask the mandatory when you will receive less money? Exactly. That makes no sense to me. Earl been saying call out for the longest. Am I getting with Dev? I don't know. I've reached out to them. I've talked to them, and I'm not finna. I'm a man's man. I don't do no begging because financially I'm straight. So I'm not finna be. I know my value. I know what I bring to the table. Y'all seen my work. I'm not finna. I'm not going to continue to reach out to people when they know what it is. But I know they got a strength and conditioning coach. Evidently, they're satisfied with what they have. It's no love lost. I'm still for Devin Haney fan. I love everything about his father as far as what I can see, the way he's involved in his son's life, and I support it 100%. But when it comes to the boxing aspect of it, me working with them right now, it's nothing. He said, you mean like when ESPN lied and said that Bud did 190 when he only did 135? Man, bro, listen, Earl is a pay-per-view attraction. Like, we just got to be real. Ain't nobody corner Earl. Ain't nobody corner Earl, man. It's just the way it's just the way things ended up. Nobody corner Earl. It's called life. It's boxing, right? Nobody corner Earl. They just need y'all make the fight. Yes, I'm back with Earl. Yes, I am back training Earl. Yes. If you just bro, just hit my DM on Instagram and I answer all that about. If you want to train with me in real life, just hit my DM, and I give you a price. Cause think about this. There's nobody for Bud. If Bud is going to fight, right? Another fight on pay-per-view, who is he going to fight? Who is he going to fight that we want to see? We don't want to see Bud fight nobody but Earl. We don't want to see Earl fight nobody but Bud. So let's just continue to push that fight. Just like 78 said, he want to see that fight. I want to see that fight. Everybody else wants to see the fight. That's the only thing that needs to be coming out of every blogger's mouth, every person that's doing journalism, everything. Bud versus Spence, Spence versus Bud. That's the only thing we want to see. Then hopefully we can get to WBA, whoever has that belt after Stanionis and Ugas fight, and Earl get undisputed and go on to 54. Period. It's that simple. Because Earl's gonna beat Bud. They make the fight. I know for sure. In my heart, in my mind, I don't doubt that not one time. Straight up. Me and this dude keep playing phones. Hey, I'll call him back in a minute. But yeah, so that's how I feel about that. Well, regardless, man, I just want to see the fight. I don't want to see Earl fight nobody else but for the belts. I don't want to see him fight no mandatories, none of it. I want him to fight for the belts so we can see Earl at 54 and see a whole nother version of Earl where he can go fight Eric Salubin and some other people at 54. And I really want to see him fight Castano again. I never seen the first fight, but excuse me, when they fought at the amateurs, but that's what I want to see. Straight up. Man, bro, these dudes talking about Earl don't want to fight. I can't. I can't. Y'all gotta stop this, fellas. Y'all gotta stop this. But I actually think the fight gonna get made. It has to get made now. Bud doing too much talking, and I know Earl. So I believe the fight gonna get made. Earl Spence's eye is fine. His eye is fine. All right, what y'all think about the Loma-Chico fight? I think it was a good fight. I think he did a great job. You know, he beat Comey. I like watching him box because he's active all 12 rounds. I like seeing people fight all 12 rounds, and you know, I just love the way he was moving all 12 rounds. So you said you need Miles to get rid of the widows. It's all good. How strong is Earl right now? I don't know. I hadn't assessed him yet. Everybody keeps saying Tank and Haney will beat Loma. I don't know who will win. I want to see those fights too. I just want to see great fights, man. I want to see great fights. I'm tired of all this speculating. This person beat this person. This person beat that person, and the fight's not getting made. I don't know the percentage. Boots is the next Roy Jones. He might be. And God forbid anyone speak their mind. I don't have an issue with you speaking your mind, but just respect the rebuttal. Like how you gonna say God forbid somebody speak their mind and then I respond to your statement and make a statement to counter your statement and then just the issue with what I'm saying. I don't have an issue with you saying. Just don't have an issue with what I'm saying. I just don't believe what you're saying. Who you got out of Better Be Marcus Brown? I don't know. I honestly don't know. I really don't know. Man, listen, I'm not worried about nobody talking about me, man. I'm not family. I'm not worried about that at all. Hey, I didn't watch. Who was the dude that was talking about he was gonna knock out Earl, the IBF mandatory, and he ended up getting beat yesterday? Who was he? I'm gonna have to look him up. Excuse me. Keyshawn Davis at 135. Yeah, Derek is training Marcus Brown, but you know I'm not a fan of Marcus Brown. Me personally, you know, I don't have nothing against him, but I don't have nothing against him at all. Keyshawn Davis, like you know, I haven't seen nothing from him yet. I'm not convinced. Hey, it's all respect, brother. I respect you too, my brother. Yeah, it ain't no love lost. You have every right to speak your opinion, you know, and I'm gonna speak mine. But Keyshawn Davis, bro, he fought a dude that work at Taco Bell last night. I'm not convinced. That ain't showing me nothing. Until you start fighting the real fighters, and then I can assess him then. That dude fight a dude that work at Taco Bell. I'm not respecting none of that. Like, come on, man, y'all gotta stop this. Y'all gotta stop. Until somebody actually show and prove, I'm not crowning them. Why wasn't Earl able to stop Mikey? I don't know. That ain't my business. I didn't train him for that fight. When it comes to Earl, I only talk about the fights that I trained him. So if you want to talk about anything, ask that question about the fights that I trained him. So you saying why Earl didn't stop Mikey? No. Ask me about the fights that I trained Earl. Because every fight I've trained him, he stopped every single person. So let's talk about those fights since you want to talk about something. Because I have no idea why he didn't stop Mikey Garcia. I didn't train him for that fight. I'm just saying. Let's make it make sense, people. Now, let me say this. I guarantee you, if I would have trained Earl for Mikey, he would have stopped him. Period. He is not weight drained at 147. Don't believe that. Earl Spence is not drained at 147. Don't let nobody lie to y'all. Earl can still make 47. I'm telling you, trust me, he can still make 47. He's not weight drained, man. Stop that. I'm telling y'all, he's not weight drained. Hey, be the God. That's real. Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all something. Yeah, listen. They ain't doing them but waking up a sleeping giant, getting that boy back focused. I listen. I love the fact that Earl, people are talking about him, doubting him. That's only gonna bring out the best in him. That's all it's gonna do. It's gonna make that man get back in kill mode, and y'all gonna see a better Spence. Listen, man, I'm gonna tell you something. Listen for you dudes to start talking about my hair, bro. Like, in my opinion, that's real. That's real femaleish for you to start talking about my hair, bro. Like that's real. Like you acting like a broad because I like a certain hair. I like certain hairstyle because I look phenomenal with it and I can rock it and you probably can't. And if your woman seen me, I promise you, I can bag her. I promise you. So listen, quit acting like a female, bro. Quit. That's what bros do. What other man critiques another man's hair, bro? Like that's real female-ish of you. So bro, chill, bro. Stop that. Grow up, man. What else fights we got coming up, man? Earl shouldn't avoid Boots when he becomes #1 mandatory. How's he gonna avoid Boots? Make it make sense. Do I know who EJ fight next? No, I don't. But I hope it's Bud. I know he already on. He already making preparations. He getting his stuff together. I know that. I know he already eating right. I know that. Listen, just wait. What I think about Conor Benn, I like him. He's strong. He has a strong jab and he can punch. But until we see him in the championship rounds, we can't really say we can't crown him. Until we see him in the championship rounds, we cannot crown him yet. So, I want to see Conor Benn fight somebody with some power, and I want to see him fight somebody that's not going to go anywhere, and I want to see him fight someone, in the championship rounds. After I see that, then I can make my assessment on Conor Benn and really, really say if he's the truth or not. But he's strong. That's one thing for sure. Yeah, I agree. Jerron Ennis ain't fought nobody yet. And for Jerron Ennis, think about this. We haven't even seen Jerron Ennis in no championship rounds, right? And then you put him in the ring with Earl Spence, and you see him like, no, bro, no. It's not a smart move. That is not a smart move. Pull counter boxing. Nah, that's facts, my brother. That's real. I don't know what these dudes. These dudes always talking about personal stuff that has nothing to do with boxing, man. These dudes, like, I thought we'd be grown men when we're having these conversations. Listen, I think Ennis gonna be undisputed at 47 one day. I just don't think it's now. It don't need to be now. Man, nobody's talking about none of that. Who's protecting fighters? Like, y'all got to make it make sense. Who's protecting fighters? If anything, Bob Aaron was protecting Bud. Because Bud the one that said that the fight couldn't get made because of Al Heyman. I mean, not because of Bob Arum. Excuse me. Y'all got to make it make sense. Make it make sense to me. Like you dudes, how is people protecting Earl when Bob Arum was the reason all these years and all this time that fight hadn't got made? Had nothing to do with Earl Spence. And Terrence Crawford said it out of his mouth, and y'all still putting the blame back on Earl. Like, y'all gotta stop, man. That's just like, Bob Arum is not gonna let Loma-Chico fight certain people. Loma-Chico is not scared, but it's just the fact that he has a handler that is going to protect him. And I don't even think you know what? And I don't even think that Bob Arum is protecting Loma-Chico from Tank, Devin Haney, you know, from those two. I just think that they're not, because this is my thing. If Devin Haney and Tank was under top rank, he would let them fight. If it was for the belts and Bob Arum had all Devin Haney and Tank up under him, he would let them fight because he wants to make the big fights. Straight up. Bob Arum is want to keep everything in-house. He wants to keep everything in-house. Y'all know that. Come on, fellas. Y'all got to be real about yourself. Loma-Chico ain't scared. He just want to keep everything in-house. If it's not a great financial decision for Bob Arum and Top Rank, they are not going to deal with other networks. And other promoting companies. Y'all know that. Now, if it's going to be something that's going to be very lucrative for him and his brand and his business, he'll make the fight. Period. And then, like Bud talking about he want to be the mandatory for the IBF. That's a 65-35 split. So you rather make 35% than 40% when Earl said, hey, let's make the fight and you get 40%, I get 60. Somebody articulate that, make that make sense for me. No, make me the IBF mandatory where I get 35% instead of calling out and let me get the 40. And then not only that, he said out of his mouth that Bob Arum is the reason the fight hadn't got made. Come on, y'all gotta stop. I didn't listen. Did I say that Al Heyman hadn't been in-house in fights? I didn't say that. Al Heyman does the same thing as well. Hey, just hit my DM, BlueRay Fitness on Instagram. Just hit my DM, leave me your phone number. I'll call you tomorrow, and we'll talk about all that. Now, y'all not understanding the business. Come on, man. I got 65 people watching. I need 65 likes. Come on now. Let's get the likes up. I'm already becoming a good YouTuber, right? That's what my boy Blue Blood Sports be saying. Get the likes up. My boy Champ Side. Push one, get the likes up. No, for real though. I'm going to get good at this one day, y'all. Boo, who is the next gatekeeper at 47? Man, I don't know. I really don't know, dude. I don't know who the next gatekeeper, man. Right now, it looks like Keith Thurman here. BlueRay don't follow the other channels and block people for speaking their kind. Nah, man, I'm not finna block nobody, man. Not finna block nobody. I don't care about that. He said Danny Garcia is a gatekeeper. Man. Yes, I'm gonna use weights for EJ for the next fight. We trying, we using weights, cause we not listen. We listen. Whoever he fight, we gonna run through him. Tell you. He said Keith Thurman gonna take that tuna money around. You think so? Man, Danny's too small for 54. Hey, how many people say y'all say watching this live stream? I'm showing like 51. I know they be playing with the numbers. Like I said, I just started this stuff and I'm just learning a lot of this stuff. Payday, we want payday. I knew that. Payday, we want payday. I knew that. Man, hold up. Yeah, we're gonna use weights, man. I'm gonna use for the next fight. I'm gonna use weights on Earl, man. Appreciate it, fam. No, Devin Haney has not called me. So, bro, listen, bro, every time Devin Haney fight, my phone be blowing up, my inbox be blowing up. I be like, bro, listen, I talked to his dad. We met one time, and bro, it is what it is, bro. They have a strength and conditioning coach. They deal with Snack. I still haven't made my stamp in the boxing world because, I feel like I make my stamp when all the black fighters are coming to me. When all the prominent black fighters start coming to me, I still gotta listen. I'm here to stay. I'm not finna go nowhere no time soon. So I promise y'all. I got young fighters that I'm training coming up. So I got a cruiserweight out the UK I'm training virtually. So I'm coming, man. Excuse me. I'm coming. Yeah. Man, I haven't been working out consistently in years, bro. I really don't work out hard when I'm training EJ in camp. Hey, people, how much can you bench? I don't know how much I can bench. I really don't lift. I'm not a weightlifter. But the most I've ever benched is like 275. BFTB, what up, family? Hey, BFTB, I'm gonna get that StreamYard this week so I can start going live and bringing people on. Yes, I used to train Bethel Johnson, 2-time Super Bowl winner. I used to train Bethel Johnson. My nephew is the starting point guard for TCU Horned Frogs, Mike Miles Jr. So I trained him. I train a few people, man. Yeah, I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna get that live stream, that StreamYard, so I can start going live with people. I bet, Biff. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna need because I want to go live with people and we had these conversations. I want all the smoke. I know I'm trying to get. Hey, I'm trying to get my views up. I'm trying to. I'm not monetized yet. I want to get monetized, and so I got to do all. I got to get the watch hours and all that stuff, man. So I got to keep grinding, man. But I'm gonna get there, man. I'm gonna get there. Give me a little super chat. I'm telling y'all, all this stuff new to me. And I'm just getting involved with the blogging world because, like I say, bro, and I just don't talk boxing. I talk about other stuff, too. Because y'all don't know, on Facebook, I got like 600,000 followers. And I talk about relationships. I talk about a whole bunch of different stuff. Bro, EJ don't be wanting, bro. Bro, EJ, bro. I'll probably get him on when he get in camp, but EJ be, bro, he different, bro. He don't be like doing all that talking. But I talk to him. I'm gonna talk to him. Matter of fact, I'm gonna call him today. Text. I'm gonna text him today. Yeah, I'm gonna hit him up. But I probably after I get the live stream. Once I get the live stream, I'm doing a podcast. Yeah, I've been doing a podcast. Hey, I'm gonna get the live stream though. I'm gonna see if I can get him on the live stream. How I feel about Boots as a fighter? I think Boots is the next. He's the one. After early 47, I think Boots is gonna be undisputed at 47. I don't see Conor. I still got to see Conor Benn in the championship round. Virgil Ortiz got a lot of power. He a dog, and he got a lot of heart. So, once I see Boots in some championship rounds, then I can make a great assessment with him too. But people gotta understand, man. It's levels of sports. It's levels of boxing. It's levels of everything. And I just, my opinion, I don't think Boots not going 12 rounds is smart. Smart fighting Earl, and he ain't never been in championship rounds. I just don't think they're smart. I don't know who Earl fighting next. I want Earl to fight Crawford like everybody else. We all want to see the same fight. Yeah, Conor Benn defense, yeah. I say that. And if you notice when Conor Benn, every time he throw his left jab, he kept dropping that right hand. So for somebody like Boots, they'll expose that. Square business. Ugas is the next fight for Earl, I believe. Man, I don't know. Yeah, we all can't wait till EJ get back in the ring, bro. It's gonna be monumental, man. See that boy work. And I think he got a chip on his shoulder because everybody doubted him and all these tweets and all these bloggers and bro, people don't understand. Earl watches everything. Earl watches everything. He claim he don't, but he do. Fight Virgil Ortiz and Dallas after Bud. Man, listen, Earl need to get undisputed and go to 54. And I hate that the WBA did what they did. I hate it because he could have fought Ugas, got that belt, and then fought Bud in the fall. Boom. After that, go to 54. 2 more fights in 47. But hey, BFTB, let me ask you something. Is it possible for Stanionis to take step aside money to still make the Ugas and Earl fight? Is that possible? Oh yeah, I need to make a video about the WBA. We need to, everybody that does videos, he turned it down. Ain't that bad up? So listen, everybody that blogs, I don't care whether you mess with a channel or not. Everybody needs to come together and we boycott the WBA. And we need to scream, nobody watch the Ugas and Stanionis fight. Shouldn't a single person go to that fight? Not a single person. We need to all come together collectively and scream this across the board. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do a video on my Instagram. Pull counter boxing for sure. Now, everybody need to make a video, and we need to do this for about a week, not even a week straight. We need to do it weekly here. We are boycotting the WBA. Don't nobody support them. Don't nobody go to the fight. Don't nobody talk about Stanionis. Don't nobody talk about Ugas. We boycotting y'all until we get the fight. Facts. No, I want to see Earl fight Ugas. Next fight Bud at the end of the year. Bro, that'll be a phenomenal year. You can't beat that. You let him fight Bud. Let him fight Bud in September. Yeah, we need to go hard on WBA, y'all. And then, if I'm not mistaken, somebody said that they literally said out of their mouth that we don't care about the fans. BFTBO, though, or somebody else. What did the WBA say? They don't care about the fans? I'm going to text 78. I need to text 78. Black Fight Fan. Hit up Champside. Hit up Blue Blood. My boy BF already on here. Oh, that was a fighter. Oh, okay. BFTB said they didn't say that. BFTB said that was a fighter that said that. Hold on, let me call BFTB. I know he watching, but hold on, so he can explain it. I know BF, and one thing about him, he ain't gonna put out nothing that ain't real. Let me call BF and put him on speakerphone real quick. Hold on.
What up, bro?
Fan, what's good with you? So explain to me what happened with the WBA as far as like what they said about not the fight not happening. So they didn't say they didn't care about the fans. Explain that.
Now, their reasoning behind it, they said that without saying. You know what I'm saying? If they would have said that, it would have been real bad. But their reasoning for it was they're trying to clear up all the belts, and to clear up all the belts to get one belt in every sanction in every division. That tournament was a tournament that they're doing, but they went against their very own words. You know what I'm saying? They went against their words because they're creating a tournament and including the super champion, but they're not doing it at heavyweight. They're not doing it at the other weight classes. Matter of fact, the only weight they're doing it is welterweight. They're not doing it in no other weight.
Bro, that's crazy.
Yeah, and that's the issue. That's the whole issue here. Is they're clearing up all the belts is cool. So what they're doing in the other weights is they're having the regular champion, the interim champion, and then number 1 and number 2 fight each other in tournaments to clear it up so they have one mandatory to the super champion. But they're not doing that in the welterweight. That's the only division. Every other division they're doing it. And it makes sense in the other divisions. It makes sense that they're getting the interims, the golds, the interims, the golds, the regulars, all those guys in the number 1 and 2s are fighting each other except for welterweight. Straight up bullshit.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out, you know what I mean? Because if they said that, man, we gotta stay on their neck. But you say they didn't say it, because that's what I was thinking. Because like, how could they say something so prejudiced and the entire world not go off on them? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So the reason why they can do that, the reason that there's no way they're going to just say it. They're not going to say it because that would be too much for that would be too much publicity for them to get out of. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to just outright say it. But they're doing it. You know what I'm saying? It's a smart move on their behalf to do it without saying it. But there's clearly something against Errol Spence. I'm not sure what it is, but it's clearly something against it because that's the only division they're doing it. That's the only one. That's the only welterweight is the only division to have a tournament. You know what they did to Leo, bro? They emailed Leo Santa Cruz. They emailed the man and said, "You haven't fought somebody." They didn't make no tournament. They emailed the man and said, "You haven't fought nobody, so please let us know what your intentions are." Real shit. I swear to God. Though.
Wow.
And then published the email as if they was doing something. And then published it. Mind you, Ugas just won. He just beat Pacquiao. They published the email as if they're doing something, but they asked Leo Santa Cruz to let them know what his intentions are. All facts. All facts, bro.
Bro, that's
All
crazy. So they give Santa Cruz a choice, but they won't give Ugas a choice.
facts. He got no choice. They put it in there and said, you are fighting this guy. A guy who was number 10, who fought number 10, fought number 14, and became number 1. Real, all facts, dog.
Huh? You say what?
Number 10, Stanis Baratheon, fought number 14 and became number 1. I swear to God, though. I swear to God. I have no idea how that happened, but that's what happened. Number 10 fought number 14 and became number 1. And then right after that, they made that tournament. Right after that.
Bro, that is
Somebody
crazy.
bought that, bro. Somebody paid some heavy bread to get this man where he's at. Somebody paid some bread. Some heavy bread. And that's the reason why there ain't no step aside money, blah, blah, blah. And that's the reason why Ugas just said, fuck it, because Ugas was supposed to fight EJ. You know
Yeah, I know.
Now it's over with. Now it's over with. We could just talk about it. You know what I'm saying? The nigga EJ and Ugas had already had that shit. That shit was locked in. They were locked in. That was done. That was a done deal. And this WBA shit is what fucked all that up. That was a done deal. That third strap was on the line. That was done. That's why Ugas was petitioning all the other type of shit. But then once he realized, bro, EJ really don't want to fight the nigga without the belt. So if he ain't got the belt, then it's like, well, fuck it, you know. He loses his level.
So that means everybody need to. So what about if everybody come at Richard Schaefer?
I mean, you come at Richard Schaefer, but it don't really make a difference right now.
It ain't gonna change none, huh?
Nah, Stanley Baratheon ain't fucking getting rid of that. That nigga Baratheon is taking that shit, bro. Nigga, I wouldn't either. I'm just keeping it a buck. I wouldn't. That nigga, what? So if I beat this nigga Ugas, I get an EJ fight? That's the bread money. You think I'm gonna give that away? Then and put you like this. If the nigga Stannis Baratheon gave away his shot, right?
Yeah.
And then Errol beat Ugas, and then Errol fought good, and then he moved up. Well, who the fuck is the money man? Nigga, if I'm Stannis Baratheon, nigga, listen, bro, I don't want that nigga to be there. He shouldn't be there. But the reality of the matter is that nigga Stannis Baratheon is not giving up his shot. No fucking way. Because if he beats Ugas, then he's the man to fight Earl Spence, and he's the man to get that bag. You know what I'm saying? He's that dude.
All right, Bill, let me ask you another question. Okay, so everybody's still talking about this. So the IBF have not made a mandatory, right?
Not yet. No, they didn't call it mandatory. No, but they already had the number 1, and so how it works in the IBF, and I'm going to go over this tomorrow on my channel.
Okay.
Because I want to talk about some of this shit too. But how it works is the IBF will leave their number 1 and number 2 vacant, and unless you fight for an eliminator. And when you fight for an eliminator, right? Once you fight for an eliminator, then you become number 1. Then you become the mandatory. You could do whatever the fuck you want to do. Once they put you in the mandatory position, once they move you to number 1, that means you're about to fight an eliminator. So if you win that, they call it mandatory, and you're the mandatory because you're number 1. That nigga Quadruple Armadillo got pieced up. They put him in the number 1 spot because he was about to be the mandatory if he beat what's his name? Oh boy. He was just number 1.
Gotcha.
These niggas keep saying, "Oh man, mandatory." You're not a mandatory, bro. You're not. You're just the number 1, bro. You're just in that position. You're not a mandatory.
So right now,
now,
why is everybody saying something about Boots might be the mandatory?
Boots is going to move up because Boots was number 3, and Quadruple Armadillo was number 2. So Quadruple Armadillo lost just this weekend to that Cromley dude, or Cromwell, whatever, right? So that's going to drop him out, and that's going to put Boots at number 2. Well, Boots still has to fight a final eliminator. People just don't know what the fuck they're talking about, bro.
Yeah.
Niggas do that shit for clickbait. They do it for clickbait. But I read the rules, so I know what it means.
Exactly.
You know, the man, Jerome Boots is about to be number 2. He's going to have to fight a final eliminator. And when he beats the final, if and when he beats the final eliminator, he will become the mandatory. That's how that works.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Because everybody's talking about he done box Earl. And I'm like, man, Earl is not boxing. Earl is not scared and worried about none of these people. I don't know why the dude's thinking this.
Well, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. One, they don't know what they're talking about. That's one. And then two, they just hate Errol Spence. So you don't in your world you don't see what I see. So when you speak to these people, you're speaking to them as a grown man, just trying to get an understanding.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you don't
Hey,
see.
yeah. Hey, BF.
I know.
Hey, BFTB. I'm just now popping into y'all world, man. You know, cause I enjoy
Facts.
I enjoy the conversation, man. But I'm gonna give it. Hey, I'm only been doing this thing about a month, man.
Yeah, trust me, you'll see what I'm talking about. Trust me. And you don't got no mods on your channel, so you're gonna see a whole bunch of motherfuckers coming in, disrespecting everything that you say, especially if you say it with facts and it goes against something that they want. Oh man, you about to get that work.
Yeah.
Yeah, you about. And you close with EJ, you could call the man at any time. What? Oh, you about to get that work, bro.
Yeah, but I don't be calling Earl, bro, cause I don't, trying to
Ain't no
get him,
need.
try to get him involved with this whole YouTube. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And
ain't no
opinions and
need.
stuff, bro. Like, bro, Earl don't care less about this stuff, bro. Like straight up, I'm gonna be real with you.
It's because there really is no need, bro. There really is no need to be calling EJ about somebody's motherfucking opinion, dog. You know, ain't no
Facts.
point in that shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We grown men, bro. Like,
That's a waste of chair time. That's a waste of his time, bro. You gonna tell this nigga what some other nigga said on the internet? Like he getting from. That's really a waste of time, bro.
hey,
Bro,
man,
I don't be giving a fuck what these niggas say.
hey. If I did that, me and Earl would be fighting.
I believe it. And niggas be like, yo, man, Blue, what the fuck you doing, dog? What you doing, dog? All right, what's this shit about, man? I don't want to give a fuck about this nigga. I mean, I'm just keeping it a buck with you, dog. Like, Boots is coming, but Boots needs to fight an eliminator. Once he fights an eliminator, once the IBF says, hey, Boots, this fight right here is your eliminator. And in all honesty, hold up, I'll tell you right quick. I'll tell you, give me 1 second. I'll pull it up for you. I'll let you know who the eliminator is probably going to be with.
But let me ask you, they can, since T-Bud asked gonna be the mandatory, they can just put
No. And I'm going to go on that tomorrow. I'm going to go in on that.
oh, so they can't make Bud mandatory.
So I don't want to touch it too much.
Nah, that's cool. I know you're gonna do it. You're gonna go tomorrow. I just make sure I watch it. Cause I be learning a lot of stuff just watching you. So
Yeah, but what I will say is, Bud has he has a route. He has a road that way. Definitely has a road. But the number 2 guy is Quadruple Armadillo was fighting in this fucking eliminator, so they put him number 1. That would have made him the mandatory. If he won, he would have been made the mandatory, but he didn't, so he ain't shit. So the number 3 guy is Ennis, and the number 4 guy is Ortiz. Number 5 guy is Benn. Then some dude named fucking Gollum, whatever the fuck his name is. So it does not have. I want everybody to say something. It does not have to be Virgil Ortiz, because Virgil Ortiz is 4 and Ennis is 3, right? So there's nobody ahead of Ennis right now. He's number 3. There's nobody ahead of him. It does not have to be Ennis and Virgil Ortiz. It should be, but it does not have to be. The IBF can mandate Ennis and Conor Benn. They can mandate Ennis and Gollum, Ennis and David Avenesian, Keita O'Barra, Alexis Rocha, anybody in the top 10. I want y'all to be really, really clear about this. Jerome Boots Ennis can fight anybody, any fighter in the top 10. He can't fight nobody in top 15. There's got to be a top 10. If he fights somebody in the top 10, that can be an eliminator. Anybody, don't matter who it is. Any one of these, there's a bunch of bum-ass niggas in the top 10 right now.
yeah.
This fucking Alexis Rocha, Keita O'Barra, whoever the fuck that bum-ass nigga is, a nigga named Karen. I don't know how a full-grown nigga's first name is Karen, but that's his name. Or you know what? I more likely think this nigga will fight David Avenesian, dog. Dead ass serious.
And I heard of that name before.
Yeah, I think the nigga will fight David Avenesian, and they'll make that a final eliminator. And once he destroys David Avenesian, then he'll be the mandatory to Errol Spence.
Oh, okay.
That's what I see. Because I don't think they're gonna put no fucking Ennis and Virgil Ortiz. That's too much like right. But that's what it should be.
It's too early.
Yeah, I don't see that shit. I don't see no motherfucking golden bitch allowing this man to fight no Jerome Boots Ennis. I don't see that shit at all. This man's gonna fight David Avenesian, bro. That's who's gonna fight. David Avenue.
Yeah, that fight too early anyway. I don't think Boots and Ortiz need to fight right now anyway. We need to see that fight
Man,
when
fuck
Bud and
that.
Earl up out of 47.
That nigga need to fight, bro. I don't give a fuck. I don't care about that early. I don't care about none of that. That nigga need to fight, bro. Virgil Ortiz and Jerome Bruce Ennis need to fight now. I ain't trying to hear none of that shit, bro. I ain't not. I'm not. See, I'm not in your world, though, King. Like in my world.
No. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm with the best fight the best. Don't get it twisted. And then sometimes you're right, because sometimes when you wait, if the fight get messed up.
Yeah. So let's keep it a buck, man. And I don't want to go too deep into this because I'm gonna do it tomorrow.
I
Let's
got
keep
you.
it a buck. Let's keep it a buck. Right now, you got Jerome Boots sitting at number 3, right? He's sitting at number 3, so he's going to be number 2. He'll be number 2. The number 1, no, he'll be number 3. The number 1, number 2 is going to be vacant, or the number 1 will be vacant. However, that IBF deems to do it. The number 1 or both the 1 and 2 will be vacant, and Boots will be either 2 or 3. Those are your options. He won't be number 1. He'll be 2 or 3, right? So whoever he fights next will it could be potentially be a final eliminator if the IBF orders it, right? So the IBF orders him to fight David Albanese and makes him number 1 to Errol Spence. What people are leaving out is that Virgil Ortiz is number 1 in the WBO. That's what they're leaving out. And again, I'm going to talk about this tomorrow, but that's what they're leaving out. They're leaving that fact out that Virgil Ortiz is number 1.
Yeah.
Virgil Ortiz. Right? That's number 1. Hold on a second. So I'm both on live. I'm on your live. I can see the comments, and I'm here. Like, so here you go. There. Are you already seeing whack? Who the fuck this Baba Yaga? Whoever the fuck this whack ass nigga is. Oh, you gotta keep it a buck, man. Get off my dick, nigga. How about that? How about you get off my dick, nigga? How about that? But I'm just saying, you're going to see a lot of these whack-ass niggas, dog. You're going to see a lot of this whack-ass shit, bro. A lot of these whack-ass dudes going to be saying some stupid-ass shit like that because what they don't want to do is they're arrow haters. That nigga Baba, go suck your mama, whatever the fuck that whack-ass nigga is, I'm telling you right now, that's an arrow hater. That's an Errol Spence hater. Bro, what? You're petitioning Errol Spence to fight, he needs to fight Boots? For what? The man wants undisputed. The fuck is Boots bringing to the table? What is Boots bringing? Now, don't get it fucked up. I would love to see Errol Spence versus Boots. I would love that. But what is he bringing, bro? If Errol Spence fights Boots, you know what they're gonna say, Blue? Oh man, he's fighting a guy that hasn't beat nobody. He's fighting a guy who hasn't beat nobody. He ain't this and he ain't that. Oh man, why don't you fight Bud?
And I'm gonna be real with you. If Earl beat him, he not gonna get no credit.
No, because they're gonna shit on that nigga. Oh man, why don't he fight? We don't want to see you fight no Boots. We don't want to see that. I'm telling you right now, all these whack ass niggas that are telling you, oh, what about Boots? What about Boots? What about Boots? As soon as DJ says, bro, you guys keep talking about Boots, well fuck it, then let's do it. As soon as he says that, they're gonna be like, oh man, you ducking EJ, why are you fighting Boots? Man, don't nobody want to see you. This is crazy, man. I can't believe you fighting Boots, man. So let me ask you, DF. So you cool with this man fighting Boots? You cool with this man fighting Boots? Don't got a belt. He don't got no belt. You cool with this? You cool with him fighting the guy who the Boots beat? Boots ain't beat nobody. We just want Earl. We want Earl to fight Bud. Earl fight Bud. That's what these niggas going.
And then they gonna say Earl duck Bud.
Facts, bro. 100% facts. The man can't win, but he can't win, bro. He can't. And when he fights Terrence Crawford and destroys this man, they're gonna be like, oh man, Terrence Crawford, man, he was a little dude moving up. You saw the post he said, you should have fought me before I gained my whole man strength. Listen, man, I'm gonna tell you right now, he didn't have his full man strength. Fight him in the rematch, bro. All this other sucker, soft, bitch ass shit that these hoe ass niggas do. Like this sucker ass nigga Baba, go suck your fucking mama. All these whack ass niggas say this stupid ass shit over and over, say this dumb ass shit, bro. All these hoe ass niggas, bro. Every last one of them. Every one of them. That's why I tell niggas, listen, bro. If the fight that you want is Bud versus EJ, then stop talking about anybody else. Stop talking about anybody else then. But if the fight that you want is EJ versus Boots, cool. Then stop talking about everybody else. There's only one Errol Spence, bro. He can only fight one person at a time.
Facts.
So if you want EJ versus Boots, fine. So let's do EJ versus Boots. Let's do that. Don't tell me shit about no other fighter. I don't talk about Crawford. I don't give a fuck about Virgil Ortiz. Don't talk about none of these niggas. If all you want is EJ and Boots, then let's get it.
For sure. Now, I can't wait till
Let me get up out of here, though, man.
Nah, you good, man. I'm gonna tap in with you tomorrow and watch your show, man, at 4:30. So I'm pretty sure everybody subscribe. If you're not subscribed to BFTB, make sure you go do it. 4:30, he gonna lock in tomorrow. We're gonna turn all the way up and put all the facts on the table.
You already know, champ.
All right, kinfolk.
All right, King.
All right, bet. All right, there it is for my brother in the game, big OG in the game, BFTB. But listen, man. All right, man. I've been on this thing 55 minutes. I'm about to go over to Facebook and do what I do best on that end. And I'm going to holler at y'all. God bless.